Man, I'm sorry, Raiders fans, but Josh McDaniels sucks. Like, oh man, already. And it sucks that y'all went from John Gruden to Josh McDaniels. What a couple of bad coaches. Like, Josh has already made a couple of questionable decisions, like getting rid of Derek Carr and bringing in Jimmy G. Like, no disrespect to Jimmy G, he's a solid quarterback, but Derek's just better. He has better stats, he's been way healthier. He's usually carrying bad Raiders teams. Like, Raiders defense is usually pretty bad. Well, on the other hand, Jimmy G gets kind of carried by that amazing 49ers defense and coaches. Derek is also really consistent, usually. And if it were me, I probably would have tried to keep him. But I don't know. Maybe it was time for everybody to move on. He's been there a long time. I'm excited to see how he'll do on the Saints. He'll probably be pretty wild over there. And then Jimmy G could probably do okay here. I think they'd probably be like, third in the division at best. Them and the Broncos will probably be fighting for it. Unless the Broncos get first in the division, of course. But I don't know. For real, I think that Raiders defense is going to have to step up. The offense is going to have to step up. They're going to have to handle this Josh Jacobs situation. Because Josh Jacobs here, I think he should get paid. He's a pretty solid back. The market is just oversaturated right now. They're not paying running backs in the NFL anymore. So who knows what will really happen. But I'd like to see him get paid. If not here, I would like to see him on another team, if anything. Just because he always beats the Broncos like all the time. He does really well against the Broncos. It kind of sucks. I'd like to see him move out of the division. But I don't know. I'm pretty interested in see what the Raiders do this year, honestly. I want to see a couple games, see how they handle themselves. Hopefully they get everything situated, and hopefully the Broncos finally freaking beat them this year, right? I mean, if everything fails, the Raiders will get a high draft pick, so that's cool. Or that'll be cool, if anything. I think Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow will for sure make Jimmy G better, but I don't know how better. Next up, we got the Steelers here. I think they're going to be a pretty good team this year. They got better on the O-line. I think Najee's going to feast a little bit. Kenny Pickett has George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Allen Robinson to throw to. Granted, Allen didn't really do anything when he was with the Rams, but maybe the Steelers know what to do with them. Also have Pat Freiermuth. Good set of ball catchers right there. Kenny Pickett, he should do just fine. He's pretty interesting of a guy of a quarterback. Like, I really want to see how he performs this year. I want to watch a lot of Steelers games for sure. I think with the guys I just talked about and that defense, they could go pretty far. Probably into the playoffs. Of course, That's what they're always aiming for. But yeah, Kenny just has to stay safe with the football. Maybe he'll break out a little bit, go crazy. That'd be fun to watch. Mike Tomlin's a great head coach. It's a great organization. They're going to put everybody in the right place to succeed. It's going to be great. I'm excited to see if Joey Porter could be great in the NFL, ball out just like the other young corners. I think he's a pretty good draft pick, or will be. And yeah, like I said, or everybody knows they got their O-line better, so Najee, maybe a good fantasy guy. I bet the Steelers are going to run a lot, hopefully. Maybe I'll pick him up. I don't know. There's a lot of guys out there. He's one of the good ones, I think, for sure. It's all on that O-line, if it is for sure as good as they say it is nowadays. I mean, they did draft Broderick Johnson. Broderick Jones. My bad, I'm just thinking of Deontay Johnson. But yeah, I'm always rooting for the Steelers. Great team. Love them. Not as good as the Broncos, of course, but they're probably going to go far into the playoffs. But I don't know if they're going to get past the Ravens or the Bengals. Those two teams are just loaded right now. I think this Steelers team is a work in progress, possibly. I mean, they do have a chance to go into the playoffs, but maybe if they have to get past the Ravens and Bengals. That's all it is. The last team I want to talk about today is the 49ers here. Like, if you want to talk interesting quarterback situation, then these guys, 49ers here, interesting. Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, Trey Lance that they took third overall. And I think, are they going to start Brock Purdy, right? And then Trey Lance like the backup or something? Like, you possibly got the last guy in the draft starting over the third overall pick in the draft. How crazy is that if it happens? Who knows? Trey Lance could just ball out. We don't really know how he is in the NFL yet. I'm really curious, though, to see how those two guys perform. Everybody has tape on Brock Purdy now. They know his game. Maybe he won't be as effective. Maybe Trey Lance will do something like what Brock Purdy did last year. Unless he starts. Who knows? I think Brock Purdy might start, though. Maybe. I don't see Sam Darnold starting at all. He's probably just an insurance plan. just in case Trey and Brock aren't ready to go, or they both just, aren't really good. I think he's a good third to have, I think. But if Sam Darnold is starting, something went wrong. Something definitely went awry if he's starting. But I don't think he will. I'm just really curious on who's going to play the most games out of these quarterbacks. I want to say Brock Purdy, but they might throw Trey Lance in there too. I don't know. I want to say Brock Purdy maybe. I'm definitely going to be watching the 49ers. Like, they don't even just have a crazy quarterback situation. They just have a crazy loaded team in general. Like, can you believe they got Christian McCaffrey? I'm still tripping about that. That's insane. I think that's an amazing pickup. That was an amazing pickup for the 49ers. Absolutely amazing. Like, man. Another pickup that was great, Javon Hargrave. They got freaking Javon Hargrave on that line. Oh, that's nasty. He was a beast. He is a beast. The 49ers line is always loaded, man. You could always count on that, that's for sure. Or D-line, always freaking loaded. They are 100% still a competitive team. They're going to be a lot of trouble for some other teams. Even though they lost a lot of pieces, but man, they're going to be good. Whoever starts at QB, though, is going to be for sure elevated by the guys around him. Like Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, all these guys I've been talking about. Oh, dude, they're all going to make whoever starts better. Great coaches. So at this point, it doesn't even matter who starts at QB. They're going to be way better than like what you think, or what I think, I guess. It's kind of insane how loaded this 49ers team is right now. I want to see them go far for real. They're going to be dangerous. Just like the Broncos. I'm rooting for the 49ers for sure. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to call it there. Only like 50 more days till the season starts. I'm still excited. The grind continues. Stay tuned for the rest of the videos I put out. Next season is going to be absolutely insane. Brutal. No, I don't know. Next season is going to be great. Can't wait. Y'all have a great night, day, whatever time it is. Catch you in the next video. Later, everybody.